Welcome to OpenNMS 101 again, Module 4, covering notifications. This module will reference OpenNMS documentation on notifications. Each of the notification concepts will be examined, and all but one will be demonstrated. Documentation can be found in the OpenNMS operation documentation under Deep Dive Notifications. OpenNMS lists 6 concepts related to notifications: events and UEIs, users and groups, on-call roles, duty schedules, destination paths, and notification commands. Events were covered in Module 3. Several new events will be created in this module. Keep in mind the event-related configuration files. In particular, the Tutorial.events.xml file will be modified. Edit Tutorial.events.xml and add 3 problem events: A, B, and C. For each event indicating a problem, add an event indicating a resolution to the problem. Observe the event naming templates: uei.tutorial.event/problem/A or uei.tutorial.event/resolution/A. Each event indicating a problem has a severity of warning. Each event indicating a resolution has a severity of normal. Send the reload daemon config event with the daemon name equal eventD parameter. OpenNMS will reload Tutorial.events.xml. The events are now in OpenNMS as verified in Carafe by the OpenNMS show-event-config-u uei.tutorial.event command. This lists all events with uei.tutorial.event in the UEI. Users and groups were discussed in Module 2. The users added were Daisy, Iris, Lily, Rose, and Violet. The users were added to a group called Flowers. The information is kept in the users.xml and groups.xml files. From the Flowers group, we are going to create an on-call role for the aforementioned users. The on-call schedule is stored in the groups.xml file. There is some room for improvement in the process, which will be explained in a moment. On-call roles are discussed in the operation documentation under Deep Dive User Management On-Call Roles. To set up an on-call role, go to the admin configuration page and click on Configure Users, Groups, and On-Call Roles. Click on Configure On-Call Roles and click on Add New On-Call Role. The name should be Flowers Role. Set the supervisor as Daisy. What this means is that if the on-call role is referenced and no user is on call, Daisy will be treated as the user that is on call. Set the membership group to Flowers. Set the description to Tutorial Flowers Role. Save the work. Create a schedule, assigning a single user, Iris, Lily, Rose, and Violet, to a full day. In this example, in order to demonstrate the use of the groups.xml file, a gap in on-call assignments will be created. Here, Iris is assigned the 3rd, Lily is assigned the 4th, Rose is accidentally assigned the 6th, skipping the 5th, and Violet is assigned the 7th. Note the gap between Thursday and Friday as unscheduled. Mark this as done. The gap will be corrected in the groups.xml file. Edit the OpenNMS_home/etsy/groups.xml file. Note the presence of the Flowers role. Note the date jump between Lily and Rose. Rose should be on call from the 5th to the 6th, and Violet should be on call from the 7th to the 8th. Correct the entries as shown. Rose should be on call during the 5th, and Violet should be on call during the 6th. Save and exit the file. Re-examine the flowers role in the GUI. Note that the on-call schedule is cleaned up. Click on Done. Regarding a proposed improvement, recall that Daisy was assigned as the supervisor in the flowers role. Log out as the deaf user with admin privileges and log back in as Daisy. Click on the Notifications drop-down arrow. Click on the on-call schedule. Click on the flowers role. Note that Daisy, the flowers role supervisor, cannot edit the flowers role. This is problematic. Click on Done and log out. Duty schedules were not covered in the original module, and their complexity detracts from understanding notifications. Duty schedules will be ignored in this module. A destination path is a named, reusable set of rules for sending notifications. Each destination path has a defined initial step and 0 or more escalation steps. Every step in a destination path has an associated delay, which defaults to 0 seconds. The initial step's delay is called the initial delay, while the escalation step's delay is simply called its delay. If a notifications event is resolved or a notification is acknowledged within a delay time, the notification will not be sent. Each step has one or more targets. A target may be a user, a group, an on-call role, or a one-off email address. Destination paths are kept in the file OpenNMS_home/etsy/destinationPaths.xml. Changes to this file are automatically effective. When a step targets one or more groups, you may specify a delay for each group. The default delay is 0 seconds. This means that all group members are notified at the same time. If you set a longer delay, group members will be notified in alphabetical order based on their usernames. Within a step, each target is associated with one or more notification commands. If multiple commands are selected, they will run at the same time. This is a list of notification commands and the technology they make use of. This module is only concerned with Java email. Notifications will be sent via email. Each destination path has an auto-notify attribute. This switch specifies the logic used when deciding whether to send a notice for an automatically acknowledged notification to a target that was not on duty when the notification was generated. If it is off, notices will never be sent to the target. If it is on, notices will always be sent to the target. If it is auto, heuristics will be applied. This module will default to using on. In the GUI, destination paths are configured going through the administrative configuration page, configure notifications, configure destination paths. Look at the single destination path installed by OpenNMS, email-admin. Click on Admin Config, Configure Notification. Configure Destination Paths. Highlight Email Admin and click on Edit. The name is email-admin. Edit the initial targets. In this case, this is the admin group. The next step indicates a delay of 0 minutes in notifying the admin group. The 0-minute delay means that all members of the admin group will be notified at the same time. Notification is accomplished through the Java email command, and Auto Notify is on. Finish the edit. Test the destination path. This should send an email to all members of the admin group. Cat destinationPaths.xml and note how this reflects the GUI just examined. The two members of the admin group are root and def user. As each user, using mailx, verify that the test message was received. Note, for each user, the from address is root at 127.0.0.1. Read the text. This is a test message, and delete the message. Do exactly the same thing for def user. In this tutorial, always try to keep the user's email as clean as possible. It is probably best to change the from address. Horizon or Meridian run as the user OpenNMS, not as root. 127.0.0.1 is universally the local host. It is probably best to use the host name of the OpenNMS server. Keep the email text plain. This will be a bit kludgy in the tutorials that follow, but it keeps things simple and may very well be a requirement in the work environment. Retest the email admin destination path. Verify the from address for the test messages to root and def user. Again, notice that the from address is root at 127.0.0.1 for both users. Edit OpenNMS_home/etsy/javamail-configuration.properties. Change the from address. Copy and uncomment the from address line as shown. Change the value to OpenNMS at Horizon 105. Save and close the file. Resend the test message from the GUI and recheck def users and root's email. Note the difference in the from lines. A key point is that the modification was made to javamail-configuration.properties and the change was automatically effective. Up next, Module 4 continues with Part B, creating destination paths for the tutorial.